here before we get started. What's up? What's up? I'll give you guys a little bit to get up in here before we get started. I'm always adjusting this freaking camera. What's up? What's up? Raymond, what's up, man? Scott, what's up with you, man? Scorpio lady, shalom. Man, family, we're going to go ahead and get started. I don't know if that's LBR. Think so. 15. What's up? What's up, man? We're going to go in today. Man, it's going to be a heavy conversation. It's going to be a heavy conversation. Man, bear with me. You know what I mean? Bear with me. Some of you not going to like it. Some of you going to think it's weird. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm just giving some information. Before we get started, man, for all you that catch this live, may God bless you. May God continue to manifest himself to you. May he continue to show you how to go within yourself and how to reach your greatest good, the greatest version of yourself. What's up with you, Thomas? And those of you that catch this on the replay on YouTube, may God bless you and do those things for you as well. Family, this is a heavy conversation, I'm talk about some things that I haven't talked about before and talk about some things that I've talked about in the past. I'm nervous because of how heavy it is. We're talking about the value of detoxing. The value of detoxing. Unfortunately, the great majority of us don't realize how toxic we are. What's up with you, May? We do not realize how toxic and how negative and how just grimy we are, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. We are fucked up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? We are fucked the hell up, and we don't even realize how grimy our system is. And what am I saying? Because of the way we grew up, because of all the toxic, negative crap that we're constantly listening to, all the negative, toxic stuff that we're constantly watching and entertaining, the crap that we've eaten, the crap that we've gone through, our emotions are toxic as hell. Our kidneys are messed up. And a lot of us don't even realize how messed up our body, our gut is. We pop Rolaids, antacids, and all this other stuff because we can't go to the bathroom, because we got heartburn and all this other stuff. We're taking all this crap just to make us go take a crap. I said it again. We're taking all these damn pills just so we can go sit on a damn toilet and take a good shit because we're so backed up. We going in today is going to be grimy, you know what I mean? Man, we got to have these heart-to-heart conversations. We grown-ass people. This is a grown folk channel. This is a grown folk channel, and it's time that we start having these real heart-to-heart conversations. So we're talking about the value of detoxing. And so many of us, we hear detoxing, we think, okay, man, I got to detox from alcohol for a while. I got to detox. I got to get off of cigarettes for a while. I got to get off of this for a while. I got to get off of sodas for a while and all this other stuff. And that's great. That's cool. But it's deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. And again, we grew up in these toxic families. And when you know that, when you realize that your family's toxic, man, you get into your 20s and 30s and you understand, damn, everybody in the family is toxic as fuck. What's up with you, Gene? Everybody's grimy like this, but that's normal. You don't even realize how toxic you are because everybody around you is just as toxic as you are. Everybody around you is just as negative as you are. And so you don't even realize how negative your thought process is. Years ago, it was like 2018, I was in Three Rivers, California. And my children came out to visit, my three younger kids came out to visit me. And God wanted me to go see my father. What's up with you, Gregory? Man, my father was dying in Medford, Oregon. And so we made this 9-hour drive. And the kids are like, man, why are we going to see Grandpa if he killed your mom and if he's mean and did. And I was like, man, I got to show you guys the importance of forgiveness. We're talking about the value of detoxing. And so I'm telling my kids, I got to teach you guys the value of forgiveness. I got to teach you guys the value, the importance, the significance of being able to forgive somebody and let the pain go, let the drama go, let the chaos go, let the negativity go. And so my baby girl's like, oh, heck no. If he killed my mom, I would never forgive him. And what do? I said, you're not like me. And she's like, what do you mean? What I mean? I said, you're not as intelligent as I am spiritually. You're not at that level yet. That's why you ain't went through that. No, I'm not knocking you. She's like, what? You know, got all stank face. I said, I'm not knocking. Stay with me. You just a kid still. You just a kid. I've gone through a whole lot to get to this point. I'm 48 years old now, and I'm just now at this point where I'm able to forgive my father and let the shit go. And so she's looking at me. She's like, I just don't know if I could do it, Dad. I said, okay. Well, you know what happened to me. You know what happened to my mom. I'm forgiving my dad because I need you guys to understand, if I can forgive my dad for what he did, then I don't care what you go through in life. You can forgive those people. You don't have to hold on to that negativity. You don't have to hold on to that toxicity. I don't want you guys holding on to some crap until you're 30, 40, 50 years old before you finally let it go. I don't want you waiting until you get my age before you forgive somebody for some stupid shit they did, whether they asked you to forgive them or not. And my dad never asked for forgiveness. Never. I'm talking about the value of detoxing. So we'll go up there and we're visiting with my dad, and he's going through he just went through dialysis. And I'd never really been around people that had dialysis and stuff. And so I really didn't know too much about it. And God was like, Elijah, you're teaching your kids about forgiveness, and that's great. That's great. But pay attention to what your dad's saying. I'm going to teach you some stuff. You're going to learn some stuff today. You got to go to the next level of detoxing. And I'm like, what the heck? And so what he was telling me was, man, so I'm asking my dad, I said, so what's up with this dialysis? He's like, man, I'm tired. I'm not doing this no more. And I said, okay, well, what does that mean? He said, well, they're just keeping me alive just to keep me going back and forth, just to get my dialysis. Then I'm down for a couple of days, and then I get my strength back a little bit, and then I got to go right back to dialysis, and I'm down again for a couple of days, and it's just a cycle. He's like, man, they're just keeping me alive just to keep me on dialysis so they can keep making money. He's like, I'm not doing that no more. I'm ready to go. I said, okay, well, what's the dialysis procedure? What does it do to you? He said, well, they just hooked me up to this machine, and they just drain out my blood because my kidneys have failed. I have kidney failure because of all the stuff I did, the drinking I did, and I had Hep C and all this other stuff, right? And so he's talking about how his kidneys has failed. And so they got to drain out, they got 2 tubes in his arm, and they drain out the blood out of one tube, and it goes into this machine, and it cycles through this machine, and it purifies the blood. It cleanses the blood of all the toxicity. It cleanses the blood of all the excess waste that couldn't be filtered out through the liver or through the kidneys because the kidneys are damaged, because the kidneys aren't working at their optimal level. And so they're not cleaning the blood like it needs to be cleaned. And so they got to send the blood through this machine that cleanses the blood. Excuse me. And then there's another tube that comes back in and cycles the blood back into his body. And so I'm sitting here, he's like, man, it takes 4 or 5 hours sometimes. He's like, and I'm just drained. I'm just out of it. And so I'm sitting there, and as God is sitting there talking to me through my dad, and God is telling me, Elijah, that's what I have to do with y'all. And I'm like, what are you talking about, God? He said, Elijah, I gotta cleanse your blood. You understand the value of the blood to your body. So many of you, most of you are so fucking negative, so fucking toxic. You don't realize how poison your blood is. You don't realize that your body is just cycling that dirty, contaminated blood throughout your entire body over and over and over, and you're killing yourself from the inside out. This blood is transferring all this toxins throughout your entire body. Why? Because the kidneys, which is supposed to cleanse the blood, isn't working like it needs to. Why? Because look at all the stupid shit you've done. Look at all the drinking you've done. Look at all the drugs you've done. Look at all the stupid stuff that you've done to shut down your kidneys. You didn't know you were shutting down your kidneys. You just out turning up, getting lit and getting drunk and passing the fuck out. You're a functioning alcoholic. You're popping pills and poison and all this other crap, and you having a good time. You're popping all these pills so you can fuck longer. You're doing all this stupid shit. Because in your ignorance, you think it's enhancing your life. Because in your ignorance, you think you having fun. In your ignorance, you think, man, we turning up. In your ignorance, you think, man, we wilding, we living. No, you're fucking poisoning yourself. You're killing yourself. You just can't see it. Because you can't see how grimy your kidneys look. You can't see that your kidneys aren't working like they're supposed to work. You can't see that your blood is contaminated. And so you got to go through dialysis. You got to go through this detox. Why? Because you poisoned your system. You did it. You poisoned your system. You lived a life of just being wild and carefree and doing whatever the hell you want to do. And now you're paying the price for it. You didn't even understand that you're poisoning yourself because you was having so much fun. And so I'm sitting there, and as I went back to the hotel that night, I'm just meditating on all the stuff that my dad had shared with me and what God was showing me about dialysis and how, man, we fucked up our bodies. We have fucked up our bodies on the inside, but we'll take care of the outside. Man, we look good. We'll jump in the shower. We'll shave. We'll clean our face up. Make sure our ears are clean. You know what I mean? Brush our teeth. Put on deodorant. Put on cologne. Got our clothes nice and iron. We look good on the outside, and on the inside, we're a fucking poisonous bag of pus. We're contaminated, but we don't see it. We're poisonous, but we don't realize it. We're walking around, living life, doing what the hell we want to do, not even understanding that we're dying. A whole lot faster than what we should be. Not even understand that our body is shutting down from the inside out. Our bodies are a magical, mystical thing. Our bodies are created to heal itself. Our bodies are created to take care of itself. It's an awesome machine. But we've poisoned it. We poisoned it. And we don't even realize how much poison we put into it. Before that was 2018. 2014, out of the blue, my brother passed away from colon cancer. And I'm shook. The whole family shook because he was like, man, he a pure soul. You know what I mean? A pure soul. Man, he was just a good-natured guy. You know what I mean? And man, it just shook us. You know, especially me, you know, in the aspect that If anybody should have died, it should have been me. Because I was the most fucked up out of the 5 kids. You know what I mean? I was the bad one out of the 5 kids. I was the black sheep. I did every fucking thing wrong. You know what I mean? My brother was the opposite. He was righteous. You know what I mean? He did, his heart was always right. You know what I mean? He was always trying to do the right thing. I didn't give a fuck about rules. I didn't give a fuck about authority. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do when I want to. Can't nobody tell me shit. If I go to hell, I'm damned to hell anyways. You know what I mean? It's shit I've been told since I was a little kid. And so it fucked me up when he died out of the blue. From colon cancer. And I really didn't know anything about cancer, or especially colon cancer. And so I'm shook. He went to the doctor, stayed there, passed away. He didn't even know that he had it. He knew that he hadn't been taking a crap for a while, but he didn't talk to nobody. He didn't tell nobody that he couldn't take a crap. He couldn't get rid of this excess waste. He had all this crap backlogged inside of him. We're talking about detoxing, the value of detoxing. Men, women, if you can't take a crap, something's fucking wrong with your system. If you can't take a crap every day, if you're not taking a crap every day or every other day, something is seriously wrong with your system. You got too much waste inside of you not to be expelling it. You got too much crap in your gut, in your colon, backlogged. You should not have to be taking X-Lax and all this other shit just to be able to take a shit. So, a few months later, and my diet was messed up. I was a supervisor at a warehouse at the time, had 25 people working for me. I was working swing shift. I would go to work an hour early just to see what this day was going to be like. And I would stay work. I was supposed to work 8 hours, but I was working 12, 13 hours a day, you know, on salary, you know what I mean? And so my diet was off, my exercise, it was non-existent at the time, you know what I mean? And it's like I knew better, but I wasn't doing better. I knew I should have been taking better care of myself. But I'm caught up in, man, I just got promoted, and man, I got to prove myself here, and and I'm moving up in the company, and I'm trying to move up in the company, and blah, 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 blah. I'm standing there putting in all this work. I'm eating crap food. And so my brother passed away. It hit me hard. A few months later, I find out that my wife has stage 4 breast cancer. He died in August 2014, February 2015. We found out, beginning of February 15, we found out that she had stage 4 breast cancer. In January, we knew some stuff was wrong. They did the, not the mammogram, they did the ultrasound, but they did some other stuff to her. The sample, they found tumors in there, but they had to see if they were cancers. Yeah, they did the biopsy. And so they found out that they were cancer. We found out in February that they were cancerous. And so God was like, Elijah, you're going to have to change your stuff. Elijah, you're going to have to make some life-changing things. Elijah, you're going to have to change a whole bunch of stuff right here, right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about, God? And the trip is, up until that point, I was scared of dying. We're talking about detoxing. I was scared of dying. I didn't want to die because in the back of my mind, I still believe, damn, I'm going to go to hell. Because that was the shit that's been programmed in me from the gate. I didn't really want to go to hell, but I wasn't trying to be a fucking Christian and do all that stupid shit that they was talking about. Because to me, that shit didn't make no damn sense. That shit didn't work for me. That shit was fucking full of hypocrisy to me. So I wasn't trying to go to church and do all that other shit. I'm just talking about me, you know what I mean? To each their own. And so I'm not trying to be a Christian. I'm not trying to be Muslim. I'm not trying to be Buddhist. I'm not trying to be any of that fucking shit. And it was all shit to me. If you believe in that, believe in it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to knock that. Do you? But do you understanding why you're doing it? Don't do it out of fucking fear. Don't do it because you've been fucking programmed and manipulated into doing it and believing this shit. Do it because you're making a conscious decision to do this. Because this is what you want. Not what your daddy and your pappy and your mammy and granny and everybody else done put into your head. This is what you got to do. And so I'm sitting there one day, and God was like, Elijah, you got to start fasting. Elijah. And I'm like, God, I ain't trying to fast. He said, Elijah, I'm not asking you to fast. I'm telling you, you need to fast. And I remember fasting as a kid. Man, we would go without eating. And he said, Elijah, that's not just fasting. Just because you skip a meal or 2 meals or 3 meals a day don't mean that you're fasting. It means you're just skipping a damn fucking meal. What's up with you, Chanel? Man, fasting is getting your mind right. Fasting is connecting with me emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. Fasting is saying, man, I'm going to put aside food. I'm going to put aside social media. I'm going to put aside whatever it is that you hold on to very tight. Man, I'm putting this aside because I'm getting my mind right. I'm getting my emotions right. I'm getting my spirit right. That's what fasting is. It's not just, oh, I'm skipping a meal. It's not, oh, I'm just going to go without the TV for 5 hours. Oh, we're not watching TV for 6 hours. So God was like, Elijah, you're going to have to change your way of thinking. It's time for you to go to the next level. He said, Elijah, you're going to have to fast sometimes. You're going to have to skip some meals sometime. And sometimes you're going to skip meals for 3 days. And so I started this thing of, man, okay, God, bet. I'm going to go 3 days without eating anything. I'm going to go 3 days without drinking anything. And I know people, man, you can't do that. Man, I've done that a whole lot of times. I'm not hearing that bullshit. You can do what you want to do. Most of us don't have the gonads. Most of us don't have the fortitude. We don't have the ability to stick with something like that. Because we're so fucking weak in our mind. We're so weak spiritually. We can't skip a meal. We ain't going a day without eating some shit. And all of a sudden now, you ain't drinking no fucking water, but all of a sudden now, you got to make sure you drink your 8 cups of water. I don't drink 8 cups of water like that every fucking day. I drink a lot of water, but I don't drink 8 cups like that every fucking day. And so God was telling me, Elijah, you got to let some shit go. You got to flush your fucking system out. You got a lot of shit built up inside of you. You don't even understand it. It's coming from your diet. It's coming from the chemicals you're breathing. It's coming from the shit you're drinking. It's coming from the fucking pills you're popping. It's coming from the fact that you're fucking stressed out here at work because you want to promote. So you're living an unhealthy lifestyle. So I'm like, damn, okay. So I started fasting 3 days at a time. And I would do it once a month. For 3 days, no eating, no drinking, anything. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going outside. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm just going to stay here at the house, up on the ranch, and I'm just going to be out in the woods, just walking and talking with God. I'm just going to be just out in nature and just, man, okay, just what is it? What am I supposed to be learning? I got to go back to my roots. I got to go back to my core. I'm not just skipping these meals just for the sake of skipping meals. I'm not here trying to lose no fucking weight. And so he's like, Elijah, you got to purge this shit out of you. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, bet. So he said, Elijah, and this part's going to sound kind of weird to some of you. He said, Elijah, I want you to look up, and my wife, she had started doing coffee enemas. And he said, she wanted me to do it. And I was like, I'm not doing that stupid shit. You know, I'm not doing that stupid shit. That's some weird shit. I'm not sticking nothing in my ass and let some coffee run. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that stupid shit. And so I'm telling her, I'm not doing it. She's trying to tell me she did all this research and studying and da 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 da. Right? I'm not doing that stupid shit. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? And so one day I'm in the room and I just finished meditating and talking to God. And he said, Elijah, you know you got to start doing a coffee enema. I'm like, I'm not doing that stupid, corny shit. And I'm going on one. Man, I'm a fucking man. I ain't sticking nothing in my ass and da 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 da. I'm not. I'm on one. You know what I mean? I'm on one. I'm so manly. You know what I mean? I'm too manly to do that. I'm fucking ignorant as hell. But I thought it was, man, I'm manly. I don't do that kind of stupid shit. He said, you know what? I'm not asking you to do it. I'm telling you to do it. It's like, God, I'm not doing that. He said, Elijah, had your brother, had Jimmy did it, he would still be alive. And that was a low fucking blow. Had your brother did those coffee enemas, he would still be alive. Your diet is worse than his. You're popping all these pills just so that you could go take a shit. You're bloated as fuck. You're swole because you can't take a shit. Because your salt level is fucked up. Your diet is fucked up. But you're sitting here trying to argue with me on whether or not you need to do a coffee enema. And I'm telling you, as God all-knowing, as infinite knowledge and wisdom, this is what you need to do. And your crazy ass is arguing with me because you're too fucking cool to do that. Okay? Die then, motherfucker. And when he said it, it was like, oh my God. So I got to research it before I do it. You know what I mean? I'm just not jumping into this. I'll jump into fasting because I did that as a kid. And so I'm prolonging the coffee enema stuff because I got to understand it. And everything that my late wife was telling me, man, it was real. And so I'm looking at, man, this shit's been around for hundreds of years. Man, look at the benefits to this. And man, I'm sitting there like, man, how come ain't nobody ever told us this shit? How come nobody's ever told us this stuff? Who the fuck knows this shit and they keeping it a damn secret? And it's like, no, it's not a secret. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. We're fucking dying and sickly because we don't fucking know anything. Because the shit we think we know is killing us. The shit we think we know is poisoning us. The shit we think we know has us backlogged. And all we know is go get me some pills and I'll be okay. Oh, I got heartburn so bad, so I'm taking antacids and Rolaids like they're fucking Skittles. So God was telling me, Elijah, you're going through this shit. Your body's going through all this stuff because it's telling you that it's out of sort. Your body's fucked up, but you don't want to listen. You don't want to detox. You don't want to heal your body. And so he said, get you some apple cider vinegar. It's a quick fix. Get you some apple cider vinegar. And so I used the Bragg's version of it with the mother still in it. And so, man, he starts pouring you a couple teaspoons and some water and drinking that. Start pouring some of that vinegar in the water and just drink it. And watch it heal your esophagus. Watch it heal your heartburn. Watch all of that shit go away. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. One of the first videos I put up on here was the fact that, damn, it was about me, and I had some Rolaids and some antacids, and I was popping that shit. And one of the first videos I have up here is me talking about this video, what I'm talking about right here. It's about me taking all these fucking Rolaids and antacids because of my heartburn. And because I had, what is it? I can't even say the phrase right now. Yeah, acid reflux. Severe acid reflux. I had to sleep sitting up. Because anytime I laid down, I burped and it felt like I was throwing up and the shit was just coming up. My shit was on fire. So I started drinking that. Went got me some, started gardening, started growing some mint, some sage, some rosemary, some echinacea, and a whole bunch of other things. And I started taking these things and drying them up and making teas with them and just drinking them. And I haven't had heartburn since. I haven't had sinus infection since. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. We don't know how to detox our body. We don't know that we need to detox our body. We putting so much pollutants in our body through the crappy ass fucking Burger King and Taco Bell and Jack in the Box and McDonald's and Wendy's and all this other fast food shit that ain't even real fucking food. But I'm living a life, man. I'm successful financially. We just bought, me and my wife at the time, we had just bought this 2,400 square foot home in Visalia with a 12-foot swimming pool in the backyard, had a diving board, had a connected hot tub to it. It was so big, I built a pond, indoor koi pond inside the house. Chanel, I started out with 1 teaspoon, and I started doing a little more. The water, just a cup of water. I want my water to look kind of brownish. It's gonna look kind of brownish, but it's good for you. It's gonna heal you. It's gonna fix you up. I promise you that. It's gonna hit you up. Okay? It's gonna clean out your system as well. Okay? And so I'm sitting there and I'm like talking to God. It's like, God, how come my people don't know this stuff? And so my wife is sick at the time, and I'm at the library because I'm writing this book. What's up, Wahid? And I'm writing this book that I want to put out to my kids and to my nieces and nephews from me and Cecilia. And so all these random thoughts that I was having, I was writing them all down and I'm putting it in this book format. And I know she's getting ready to die. So I'm getting all this stuff together so that when she goes, man, these are our last words to the kids as a couple. And so I'm at the library this one day, and this Indian lady walks in, and she's sitting at the table next to me, and she just starts talking to me. And she tells me, man, you need to go up to the reservation. We're talking about detoxing, stay with me. And she said, man, you need to go to the reservation. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She said, man, you need to go see my brother JR. Go talk to my brother JR. He's gonna help you out. Man, you need to go and do a sweat lodge. You need to start sweating with the brothers on the reservation. So I go to the reservation and I go to the office. I'm looking for JR, right? And so he comes up there and he gets me, and we go back to the area in the back there. And man, we're sitting there for 5-6 hours just chopping it up. This Indian brother came and just sat with me for 5 to 6 hours and just chopping it up. And man, this was like my brother. Man, he introduced me to his father, who became a mentor to me. And so they accepted me into the family, and I'm sitting there and I'm learning all this stuff from my native brothers and sisters. I'm part Native American, Cherokee and Blackfoot, but I didn't have anybody from that ethnicity, anybody from that culture that knew the ancient ways. And so now I'm connected to JR, and he's talking to me about all this stuff. about the importance of herbs. And one of the things he told me, man, we got to sweat. I've made so many videos, man, of me in the sauna, 180 degrees in the gym, just sitting there for an hour, just sweating out all of the toxins. And so I got that from being in a sweat lodge. In the sweat lodge, a lot of the Native American cultures, they have the sweat lodge where you come in and you sit down on the floor, on the ground, and you just got on shorts, or the women have on like a sundress or whatever you call it, and they're sitting there. And there's this big hole in the ground, and they bring all these lava rocks glowing from the fire and put them in the ground in the circle, and they close up the tent. And just the steam and the heat from off those rocks are making you sweat. And so they're singing songs in their native language. And they're praying for the women. They're praying for the kids. They're praying for the world. They're praying for the country. They're praying for our sicknesses. They're praying for themselves. But they're sweating and getting rid of all these toxins out of the body. And so we got to understand that's crazy, Wahid. Man, because whenever I go to the gym, I tell people, man, the sauna is the most important aspect of the gym. The sauna is. We go to the gym, we want to get there, hit the weights, and I like working out. You know what I mean? We want to hit the weights. But the sauna is the most important aspect of the gym. To sweat out all of the toxins from our bodies. And it's a trick because they say, man, you're not supposed to. I don't do rules. You know what I mean? I don't do rules, man-made rules. I'll do natural rules, universal laws, but I'm not doing no fucking man-made laws, stupid shit, just because you tell me I can't stay in here 10 minutes. Man, me and my Native American brothers, we sit in heat like this for hours. You tell me I can't stay in here for an hour? I ain't got time for this stupid shit. And so all these people come in and they're like, man, I can't stay in here for an hour. How do you do it? I can only take 10 minutes. I can only take 15 minutes because you haven't trained yourself to go through some shit. I should take these kids with me up to the reservation and I would make them sweat with us. And the kids would be mad because they're like, man, it's so hot. And I would tell them from the gate, man, when we walk up in here, you're going to sit down, you're going to sing with everybody, you're not going to lay down, you're not doing none of that. You're going to sit here. Why? Because I want you to understand, you got to go through the fire. You got to go through the heat. I don't give a damn how hot it gets. I don't give a damn how uncomfortable it is. You got to learn to sit here in your fucking shit and go through the fucking fire. Because if you could sit here in this and go through this, man, you could go through anything in life. If you could sit here and go through this heat and just stay within yourself and not lose it, man, you could go through anything in your life. And so I'll be sitting in the saunas and I would tell people this lady was there. And matter of fact, she watched one of the videos and commented like maybe a couple weeks ago that I met her in the sauna. And I was telling her the importance of the sauna. She only stayed in there for a little bit, but I was telling her the importance of the sauna. I would sit there and I would just meditate. I would sit there and be talking to God. So many people come in and they got on their headphones and they're listening to their music and they're sitting there laughing and talking. And I ain't got time for that shit. To each their own. But I ain't got time for that. Man, I got to sit here and I got to meditate. I got to talk to God. Man, what is it that I'm supposed to be learning? What is it that I'm supposed to be getting? How can I go to the next level? You got to learn to detox. You got to learn to get rid of the negativity. You got to learn how to get rid of the pollutants in your body. You got to understand there's shit that you can't fucking control. You can't control how fucking contaminated the air is. And there's chemicals coming down. that you have no fucking idea that are coming down from the fucking chemtrails and all the other bullshit. So you got all this poison within you. And so you got to learn, how do I push this shit out? How do I help my body get rid of these unwanted chemicals? This shit that would poison me and kill me from the inside out. Why is my body so messed up? And so, God had to show me, man, you got to learn how to detox. You got to learn how to detox. And the coffee enema is great with getting rid of the backlog of all the shit you got in your gut system and cleaning your gut system out and helping clean your liver and revitalize your liver, or excuse me, not your kidneys and your liver. That's what the coffee enema does. We don't know how to reboost our system. We don't know that we can rejuvenate our organs. Because we listen to the stupid doctors. We listen to the stupid Western culture medicine of, well, let's just give you some fucking pills. Let's just keep giving you some pills. You popping all these fucking pills, antacids, Tylenol, Motrin, all this stupid, not even understanding what it's doing to your kidneys, not even understanding what it's doing to your liver, not even understanding what it's doing to your blood system or your bloodstream. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. So, man, when I started learning about the enemas and started doing the enemas, that was 2015. And I was like, man, that's crazy. I had started fasting then. Man, I'm doing the enemas and man, okay, man, I'm feeling so much better. Man, I've lost so much weight. Man, I got rid of diabetes. My grandfather had diabetes. My daddy had diabetes. My grandfather was taking insulin. My father had his toe cut off. And here it is, third generation, dumb motherfucker walking around with diabetes. When you know better, you got to do better. You have to do better. I saw my grandfather carrying that little bag around with him. His little insulin bag with him. My father, man, I saw that. And yet, man, I totally forgot about all that. Why? Because I'm moving up in corporate America. I'm making good money. I'm living a life. And it's killing me. I'm living a life. And it's destroying my fucking health. And so I had to get my priorities straight. What was more important? What was more important? And so when I went to go see my father, when I went to go visit my father, and he was talking about dialysis and how they had to clean the blood system, his blood, how they had to drain his body of the blood and clean it and then recycle it back into him. And God will show Elijah, that's what we got to do. That's what I got to do to your fucking hearts. That's what I got to do to your minds. Because your mind is contaminated. Your heart has been contaminated. You're so toxic. We got to get rid of the negative thinking. We got to get rid of the self-doubt, the self-sabotage, all the stupid stuff that you think about yourself. All the stupid stuff that you think about other people. We got to get rid of that. And we got to backfill it with love. We got to backfill it with joy, with peace, with gratitude, with forgiveness, with compassion. He said, Elijah, the great majority of you need dialysis done on your mental health. The great majority of you need your thoughts washed. And I'm like, how do you wash your thoughts? How do you wash your mind? I can understand cleaning my blood through the dialysis like that. But how do we clean our thoughts like that of all the negative stuff that we've been programmed to believe? How do we get rid of all the negative stuff? How do you get rid of that stuff? And so what God showed me was, Elijah, you have to change your thinking. You have to learn to meditate. And I know people have this taboo understanding of meditation, and that's your fucking fault. What am I saying? Man, we got to get rid of the stupid shit. We got to get rid of the religious shit. We made everything a fucking religion. Meditating is simply, and the great Dr. Miles Monroe said, meditating is you learning. He said, praying is you talking to God. You're doing the talking. That's what prayer is. Prayer is you talking to God. Meditating is you learning to shut up and sit there and listening to God. Meditating is just you listening to God. And so when you sit there and you go into meditation and you go into the greater version of yourself and you get connected to God, you get connected to Source, the Most High, infinite wisdom, infinite love, infinite power, man, you're tapped into everything. Everything. So during that time, my wife had cancer. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, studying and research and stuff. And that's when I first learned the placebo effect. Placebo pills. And so placebo is, man, it's just this little sugar pill, just this little pill, completely powerless, no power to it whatsoever. It's complete, does no benefit to you, has no benefit to you in any way, shape, or form. Placebo effect, look it up. And so what the placebo effect is, man, you had all these people that had cancer, stage 4 lymphoma, stage 4 breast cancer, stage 4 liver cancer, throat cancer, all this other incurable stuff, right? And man, these people should have been dead. These people should have died from their cancers, and yet they're still alive. And so the doctors say it was a miracle. But these people say, man, I had to change my thinking. I had to change my lifestyle. I don't believe anything is incurable. I'm going to say this again. I don't believe anything is incurable. I don't. I believe that God has put everything on this planet, all the plants, all the flowers, all the quote unquote things that we call weeds, everything has a fucking purpose. But because we're so fucking ignorant and don't understand anything, we're so fucking smart but don't know shit about the planet we live on because we've been so disconnected. The Native Americans know this stuff. The ancient Africans knew this stuff. The Chinese know this stuff. How come we in this society, in this generation, don't know shit? Because we've been programmed to not know this shit. Programmed to not know the power that we possess. So one day I got eczema. And there's like, oh man, you're stuck with that. You can't get rid of that. And you got to take these pills. You got to take these oils. And man, it's going to come. And man, I don't believe that bullshit. I don't believe that bullshit. And the thought came to, man, you're going to have these rashes. And people have these rashes all over their body. And it started on my stomach and went to the back of my knees. And it's like, man, it's spreading on my legs. And it's like, hold on, wait a motherfucking minute. No. I'm not that one. I'm not walking around with fucking eczema. Y'all can walk around with this bullshit if you want to. I'm not taking no fucking pills. I'm not doing all this oil shit. No, I command this motherfucking shit to go and you got to fucking go. Case closed. I don't want you here. I'm not asking you to be here. Get the fuck up out my body. That's what you got to do. I don't give a fuck where you go, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. We're powerful beyond what we know. We don't realize how powerful we are. We don't understand when Jesus was saying, man, you can speak to the mountain and cast the mountain and tell the mountain to move or whatever. It'll do that. When Jesus spoke to the tree and cursed the tree because it wasn't bringing forth fruit and it shriveled up and died. What Jesus was showing us every time he healed somebody, you got power to heal yourself. You ain't got to go to fucking church and ask them to lay hands on you. You ain't got to send them some fucking money for them to send you a prayer cloth. You got power. And so the scientists and these doctors realized, man, placebo effect. And so they were giving all these people pills, and they're useless pills, right? And these people with major back problems and headaches and all this other stuff, man, stuff that couldn't be fixed. And they're giving them these useless pills. And they're telling them, man, this will help you. And these people go home and they gave these other people the real pills, the real shit. So the people with the real shit should have got healed. The people with the real shit should have got better. The people with the fake shit should have got worse. Stay with me. That's logic. If you ain't taking medicine for this problem, then what the fuck is wrong? You know what I mean? It's going to get worse. What they discovered was, man, no, the great majority of these people that was given these sugar pills, man, because they believed that they were given the real pill, because they believed that it was real medicine, they healed or cured themselves, whatever their ailments was left. Why? Not because of the pill, but because they believed it. Your belief system. And that's what I said, man, we have to change our thinking. We have to change the way we think. We have to be connected to our greater good. We have to be connected to God. And you can only do that through meditation. And why do you do it? And like I said the other day when I had this crystal with me, this labradorite crystal. Why? Because just looking at it, it's just dark and green. But man, when you get a different perspective, you put it up close, man, you start seeing the different colors, the different hues. Why? Just because you see a different perspective of it. And what God was showing me, Elijah, you need another perspective. You need infinite perspective. You need God perspective. You need universal law, universal love perspective. You got your limited rational thinking and it's fucking you up. You need to change your perspective. And you can only change your perspective by getting connected with me. So I'm like, okay, God, bet. And so these people popping all these sugar pills, these useless pills, were curing themselves. Why? Because they believed the pill was helping them. They believe the pill was helping them. I'm one of these people that believe that, man, every ailment that can come and manifest itself to mankind, every disease, every cancer, whatever that can come to mankind that mankind hasn't even come across yet, man, God has already put the cure here on the planet. For every ailment that will ever come up, God has already put the answer here in the plants. But we don't understand nature. We're so disconnected from nature. We look at dandelions, oh, that's a fucking useless weed, and we're putting poison on the weed because we see it as useless and we're killing them. Not even understanding all the medicinal benefits to dandelions. We don't understand. We walk around burning sage, but we don't even understand the medicinal benefits to drinking sage as a tea, to crumbling sage up on some meat or whatever you want to use it on. We don't understand the medicinal benefits of rosemary, bay leaves, and all these other things. Cinnamon, all this stuff. Man, where Miles Monroe used to say, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. When you don't know the purpose of a thing, you will abuse it. Say it again. When you don't know the purpose of a thing, you will abuse it. We don't know the purpose of our bodies, and so we've abused them. We don't know the purpose of our kidneys and our liver and all these other things, and so we've abused them. We don't know the purpose of flowers and plants and all these other herbs, and so we abuse them. We abuse them. And so we have to learn how to detox. We have to learn how to go within ourselves and get connected to infinite power, infinite love, get connected to God. Why? So that our perspective can be changed, so we can see through the lens of God, through the lens of love, through the lens of infinite wisdom, through the lens of infinite knowledge. I don't care what your disease is. I don't care what issues you run across. There's a cure for it. There's a cure for it. And there's people that's been cured from it. There's people that have been cured from that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Again, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. We perish for a lack of knowledge. You get on the internet, look up anything you want to. Why don't you get on the internet and look up natural cures for whatever your ailments are? You can keep taking them pills if you want to. I'm not, again, do you. You know what I mean? Do you. Do you. But you can find natural cures for everything. You have to understand, it's your belief system. It's your belief system. The placebo effect, it was just a useless pill. It was just a useless pill, but it gave them something to focus on. It gave them something to focus their energy on. This crystal. This crystal is not powerful. The power doesn't lie in this crystal. I wear all kind of crystals. The power doesn't lie in the crystals. The power's always been in us. The crystals are just a reminder of the power that we have. The crystals just remind us who we are. That God put these here just to remind us of how powerful we are. Oh, you got problems with loving yourself? Okay, get you some rose quartz, get you some jade, get you this, get you this. Oh, you got problems with low self-esteem? You got problems with drugs and da-da-da-da? Get you some of this, get you some of this. Oh, you got issues with this? Get you some of this. You got issues with, get you some of this. Why? Because the power is not in these things. The power is in you. It's just to remind you, hey, you could fix this. You could change this. We have that power. You have that power. You just have to believe that you have that power. Just like you believe that you're a failure. Just like you believe that you're stupid. Just like you believe that you're ugly. Just like you believe that you're going to be a failure and you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life and you wouldn't find somebody to fall in love with you and you're not going to do that. You believe that shit with every fiber of your being. We could believe all that negativity, but we can't believe, for whatever reason, of how powerful we really are. We can't believe that we can cure and fix anything wrong with us. Why? Because we're so programmed to believe that we're powerless. We're helpless. And nothing can be further from the truth. You're not powerless. You're not helpless. You just aren't connected to God. You're just not connected to infinite wisdom, infinite knowledge. You're not connected to the greater version of yourself. And so you feel powerless. You feel helpless. You're frustrated. You're confused. You've given up. Because you have to detox. You got to change your way of thinking and get rid of all of that negative crap. You got to change the way you eat and the things that you drink and consume and start cleaning out your fucking gut. That's where your soul dwells or your spirit dwells. That's where God communicates with you at, is in your gut region. And the great majority is we can't hear God because we're so fucking clogged up. We're so fucking backlogged with shit. We're so full of shit. Literally. We're full of shit. And we don't know and don't realize how that's damaging and how much that's destroying our body. We're so full of emotional shit. Emotional trauma. Drama. We have to learn how to detox. I made a video a couple days ago. Take back your power. Take back your power. Stop listening to all these motherfuckers tell you you got this, and you'll never have this, you'll never have health. You'll never have, peace of mind, and you'll never have this, and you'll never have good health, and you'll never be successful, and you'll never have a queen, and you'll never have a king, and you'll never be financially free. And man, you ain't got to listen to that bullshit. That's negative thinking. Take back your power. Take back your power by detoxing all of this stupid shit, all of this negative shit that's not helping you reach your greater good. You could get rid of all of that. You could get rid of all of that. Yes, Paul, energy flows where attention goes. You could speak healing to any part of your body. You could put your hand on any part of your body and release healing energy there. The great majority of us, we curse ourselves with the stupid shit we speak over our lives. We constantly tell us we're going to be broke forever. We're going to be lonely forever. We're going to be frustrated forever. We're going to be suicidal forever. We're going to be depressed forever. We're going to be angry. No, you ain't got to be all that shit. That's all negative thinking. You can have health. You can have wealth. You can have emotional balance, emotional freedom. You can have joy and happiness. But you're going to have to speak that over your life. You're going to have to connect the source to God, the Most High, and look through their lens. How can I get this? Because you've been trying to figure it out your whole time on your own way. You've been trying to figure it out by the ways of these doctors, by listening to your homies, listening to your crazy ass grandma and aunties and uncles and homies and all this other stupid shit. And it ain't got you any better. It ain't healed you at all. You're still depressed. You're still suicidal. You still got these ailments. Man, take back power of your life. And when God told me, man, Elijah, you need to start doing these enemas. And I was like, man, I'm not doing that. And when he told me, okay, then die, motherfucker. That was a hard pill to swallow. Because here it is, I'm arguing with God. He's telling me, man, this is what you need to do to clean your system up. This is what you need to do to start getting healthy again. This is what you need to do to start detoxing. And I'm arguing with God because I think I know better. I think I know more than God. And when he said, your brother would still be alive had he did it, that's when it hit me. That's when it hit me. And I've had several dreams of my brother coming to me and talking to me. We're going to make a video. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Of dreams and astral traveling. The importance of dreams. I've done several videos on dreams in the past, but I believe that we're going to do that tomorrow. I believe. Dreams and astral traveling. The importance of these things. And so when he told me about my brother, it broke me. It's like, damn, everything happens for a reason. And so Jimmy's life, Jimmy dying from colon cancer, was a fucking wake-up call to me. Man, get your shit together. Clean your shit out. Start taking your fucking life and health serious. Because if you don't, you're going to die just like that. You're going to die prematurely. You're going to die never having reached your full potential. You can look at your brother's death as a sad event and cry because he's no longer here. Or you can look at your brother's death as a wake-up call and say, damn, Jimmy, thank you for the wake-up call. Thank you, brother. Man, I need to get my shit together. I need to stop fucking around and playing these stupid ass games. Because I know you wish you could be here to see your daughter. I know you wish you could be here to be with your baby girl. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to go down this same fucking path. So you're my role model. You're my example. There's always a lesson in whatever you're going through. There's always something for you to learn and for something for you to unlearn. I'm saying it again. There's always something to unlearn and then to refill that space with new knowledge, new wisdom, new insight. In every situation. The problem is we get fixated on the problem, not understanding there's a lesson in this for me. What do I need to unlearn? And what do I need to relearn? Or what do I need to learn? Man, my hope and prayer is that we start taking our life serious. We start taking our health serious. That we start being responsible for our lives. We start being responsible for our health. There's a lot of vegans. There's a lot of vegetarians dying early deaths. Don't get the shit twisted and think, oh, I gotta be a vegan, I gotta be a vegetarian in order to live a healthy life. Because there's a whole lot of them motherfuckers with twisted thought process still, with the negative thinking still. There's a whole lot of them that ain't detoxed their emotions. We have to grow up. It's a whole lot of them that are judging and condemning everybody else. This is one lady. She was talking to me one day and she was like, I can't believe you're not a vegetarian. And you know, as Buddhists and Taoists, we're vegetarians and we're this and that and all this other bullshit. I said, well, do you grow your own food? I said, I have a huge garden in my place. Do you grow your own food? And she said, no, I go to the store and I buy this and that. I said, okay, let's talk about this. So you go to the grocery store and you buy all these fruits and vegetables and all this other stuff that has herbicides and pesticides and all this other shit sprayed on it and put in it. All this meal has been grown with Miracle Grow and all this other cancer causing agents. But you're going to tell me that your fruits and vegetables are healthy for you. And you don't even know the shit that the shit was grown in. The shit that was sprayed all over it. But you're thinking you're eating healthy. And you're judging everybody else for eating meat. And you're eating healthier. And you don't understand the chemicals you're putting into your fucking body. And you're sick. You're sick right now as we're talking. See, when we start learning and growing and elevate, we start getting fucking judgmental sometimes. And we want to make everything a fucking religion. Oh, I'm better than these people because I'm a vegan. I'm better than these people because I'm a vegetarian and I don't eat beef and I don't eat pork and I just eat fish and I just eat this and this. Man, grow the fuck up. It ain't about that stupid shit. No, I don't believe you should be eating every fucking thing. But don't get so fucking twisted that you think that you're better than other people. Especially if you ain't growing the shit. I know in California, I'm born and raised in California. California, there's a big thing with everything being organic. Certified organic. Y'all don't even know the fucking racket that goes into organic fucking food labels. It's a fucking racket. It's a money-making thing just to charge you more money for the shit. But you think you're eating healthier. You think this fruit and vegetables is better for you than the other fruits and vegetables because this is organic and you're paying more money for the same bullshit. The same fucking poison they got on these other shit. You're paying for the same shit. But you're just paying more money for it. Because you believe you're eating healthier. Not even understand you're taking in the same fucking chemicals. The same fucking pollutants. We have to grow up. We have to change our thinking. We have to change our negative thought process. That's what's killing us. That's what's destroying us. That's what's destroying humanity. Is our twisted thinking. Our twisted thinking. Man, we got to get it together. We have to learn to detox. We have to learn to detox our mind, detox our heart, and detox our body. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. In order to get closer to God, in order for you to reach your greatest version or the greater good in you, you have to detox. You have to let go of some shit. Literally. Literally. Sitting here, I'm drinking this glass of water. Most of us, We have a glass of water. And we're telling God, source, universe, most high, man, fill my cup. Give me all the knowledge, all the wisdom. Give me all this insight. And our cup is already halfway full. 3/4 of the way full with negative shit. Our baggage from our childhood, our baggage from our failed relationships, our baggage from the fucking school system, our baggage from fucking religion, our baggage from fucking pharmaceutical companies. And we're telling God to fill our cup. And God is telling us, empty your cup. Empty your cup. I'm not going to put knowledge and wisdom on top of all that shit. Empty your cup first. But we don't want to empty our cup because we think we're so fucking deep. We think we're so fucking woke. We think we're so fucking enlightened. Empty your cup so that it can be refilled with real love, real knowledge, real wisdom, with forgiveness, with compassion. Man, I hope and pray that I've said something here in this live that's helped you, or that's got your wheels spinning, got you thinking about some stuff. Man, family, there's no other way around it. You know what I mean? There's no other way around it. We have to detox. You have to detox. You got to let go of that stuff. You got to let go of your religion. You got to let go of your politics. You got to let go of your homophobic beliefs. You got to let go of your racism, your nationalism. You got to let go of all that stupid ass shit that's not serving your greater good. You got to let go of the division between the males and the females within America. There's this big gap and it's growing because it's almost like we hate each other. It's like men and women are at war with each other. We got to let go of this stupid ass shit. Man. Join us tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And man, what's up with you, Carter Brown? Like I said, I believe we'll be talking about dreams, some of the meanings behind dreams, how important dreams are, and astral traveling. And that's not satanic. That's not devil shit. You know what I mean? Again, we have to grow up. We got to let go of all that negative, stupid thought process. We have to detox our mind. We have to detox all the stupid stuff we think we know. It's not serving us any good. It's not helping us love humanity any better. It's not helping us reach our full potential. It's keeping us a prisoner, keeping us stuck in this matrix, on this level, on this frequency. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Namaste. The God within me, the love, the light within me, sees, recognizes, and acknowledges and cherishes the love, the light, the God within you. My beautiful Queen and I will be praying for every one of you on the live. Somebody shot me a text message and a comment on one of the other videos about something that they're going through tomorrow. Man, you're in our thoughts and prayers. We'll be praying for you tonight as well. I love you guys. Happy healing. We love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.